Hi, boys and girls. Okay, you should have done at least 5 mini spooky selfies. So these were just practice ones where you played around with the different types of eyes, different types of noses, different mouths, hair. You know, maybe you put your hair up, hair down. My hair was like messier. I actually ended up liking this one the best, where I made my hair kind of messy. So I'm probably going to do this one because that's the one I decided I like. But if you have one that you like, maybe you like things about the other ones, you could actually mix and match whatever you want to do. Everyone's going to get a piece of gray paper. I want you to first put your name and class code on your paper. Don't forget that important step. Remember, that's worth a bonus point. Make sure class code's on there. Flip it over, and then we're going to decide on what kind of a frame we want. So these are ideas. I put together a little packet for you with some frame ideas. You don't have to do any of these, but this one reminds me of like a haunted mansion type of thing. So if you do some curly cues or whatever around the outside, it's going to give it kind of that feeling. Or you could add some spooky elements. That's totally up to you. One that I've done in the past was this one. I made a square one. If you want a square one, simple way to do this is just draw a diagonal line from each corner coming in, like so, and then connect right here. And if you connect them like this, you could use a ruler, or you don't have to, just connect them. You'll have a frame. I tried to make this look like wood and put some swirls and a spider web hanging down. This would be an okay frame. It looks kind of like it's in a haunted house or an old house, right? Because the spider web's on there. If you wanted to make an oval one, I have done an oval one here. I'll show you this one. I did this oval one and added some shapes on the top. So I did just like almost like a flower with a, not really an S, but kind of an S curve type thing. One time I made one with, I just covered it with spider webs, made an oval one. Okay. Today I'm going to do an oval one, and I may or may not have these, but I have this oval shape. I'm going to use this oval shape. If I have them at the school that we're at, then you can just use it to trace that shape in there. If not, just do your best to trace your own shape, make your own shape in there. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you do want it big enough that you can put your self-portrait in here. And we don't want our self-portraits to be mini. This is the mini practice ones. We want them to be bigger. So the size, approximately size, is about like this. Like you want your head to fill most of it, but maybe a little bit of space around here for your hair, okay? Or maybe, like I made some tracers here because I thought, well, maybe this will give you guys kind of a general idea. If I have them, great. If I don't, just do your best. Look at this cool elongated one. It's a little bit of a bumpy chin, but kind of cool. Anyway, I think I'm going to try this one. It looks kind of closer to that shape. Or is it more this shape? Nope, it's definitely more like this. Okay, so I'm just going to trace around this one and get my head in there first. I will worry about all the details on my frame later, okay? I'm just going to work on my face right now. And I know in order to make this look like the spooky selfie that I want, I'm going to make my neck really long and thin. See how this one's long and thin? So I'm going to stretch out my neck extra long here. And then I'm going to make my shoulders just kind of a diagonal line going out. And whatever kind of shirt you want to put on, you can put on. I mean, you could even have a hoodie on here if you wanted to draw a hoodie. Totally up to you. Now, when I look at this plan, it's not going to be exactly like my plan. I can see this is a little bit shorter, so I could make this a little bit shorter, right? I could get rid of some of that, because in the practice one, my head here is almost flat right there. It's kind of flat like this, and then my hair just kind of goes up and swirls around. And I know it's not going to be exactly like my practice one, but I'm not worried about that. This was just... The practice one was just to get me an idea. Now, I know I have to make these a lot bigger than what I did here because this is a bigger version of me, okay? So be sure when you do it that you enlarge everything, make it bigger, okay? I feel like my chin's kind of more pointy there, so I'm going to change this just a little bit, make it a little more pointy. I liked the way that looked, okay? And I've got just little dots in the center here, some eyelashes. And I wanted to make my eyebrows look worried. So if your eyebrows are tipped up in the middle like this, it's going to look worried. If I tip them down, I'm going to look angry or a little bit like I'm up to something, right? If they're just normal, they'll just look kind of normal, happy. This one, I'm not sure what straight means, but anyway, I wanted mine to be kind of tipped like this, like I'm worried, because I'm giving this worried expression, right? All right. I am really ready to go over everything with a Sharpie now. And then later, after I Sharpie over these main lines, I will add in some shading to give it value. So we'll add in some dark shading, and we're also going to do some white right here in the eyes to make those kind of pop out at us, okay? Okay, I have traced all of my pencil lines with my Sharpie, and if you miss, one of the lines, erase that pencil so we can't see it, make it nice and clean. Then you're going to add the details on your frame. So if I'm going to add a spider or a spider web, this would be the time to do that.